Ever wondered how justice felt 4,000 years ago? In ancient China, a simple mistake or accusation could cost you your nose, or even your life. These weren't just punishments. They were warnings carved into skin, bone, and history. Welcome to Histoveins, where every drop of history bleeds a new story. Don't forget to subscribe if you want the past to haunt your present. Let's go back to ancient China, an empire built on dynasties, power, and extreme control. From around 2100 BC during the Xia dynasty, China's earliest governments ruled with absolute authority. The people? Mostly peasants. Farmers, craftsmen, merchants. The rulers? Elite, distant, and determined to maintain order through fear. Thus came the infamous 5 punishments. Well, actually 6, because ancient records reveal more than we once thought. Super 6 brutal punishments for men. 1. Castration, known as gong. This was more than just physical torture. It stripped a man of identity and power. Both testicles and penis were removed, often without anesthesia or mercy. Many victims were then sent to serve as eunuchs in the royal palace for life. The pain, both mental and physical, led many to end their lives shortly after. 2. Tattooing the face, known as mo. Offenders had their crimes permanently tattooed on their faces using sharp tools and ink. These marks were like walking billboards of shame, visible to all, impossible to hide. Even if the person changed, society would never forget what they had done. This was especially cruel in Confucian culture, which saw the body as sacred. Amputation of the feet, or yue. A sharp blade sliced through both feet, leaving the man permanently crippled. It was common for criminals to drag themselves through life using wooden platforms. Mobility was essential for farmers. Losing their feet meant losing livelihood. This punishment symbolized the loss of movement, freedom, and worth. Nose removal, or yi. The nose, central to identity, was violently cut off in public settings. It wasn't just painful, it branded a person forever as a criminal. Many were abandoned by their families due to the social stigma attached. This disfigurement destroyed marriage prospects, jobs, and dignity. Lingqi, or death by 1,000 cuts. Reserved for treason or heinous crimes, this was the most feared execution method. The body was sliced slowly, starting with flesh, then organs, prolonging death. Each cut was calculated to inflict pain without killing too quickly. Sometimes families of the executed were punished too, under implication law. Boiling alive, or ju, was an extra punishment where giant iron pots were filled with oil or water and heated until boiling. The victim was thrown inside, and death was excruciatingly slow. This was used as a public spectacle to deter rebellion or betrayal. Even witnesses of such punishments suffered nightmares for life. 6 harsh punishments for women. Next we have finger crushing. Finger crushing, or jiangqing, involved using wooden or iron sticks to press the fingers until bones cracked. This was usually done to force confessions out of suspected women. Victims often passed out from the sheer agony and blood loss. The fingers were left twisted, broken, and unusable, permanently. Forced suicide, known as shi, was a grim alternative to execution. Women were offered a choice to kill themselves. Methods included drinking poison, slitting the throat, or hanging. This was seen as preserving honor in a patriarchal society. But really, it was a silent death with no justice or redemption. Isolation without food, or jinshi, was an extra punishment that involved locking women in small dark rooms with no food or water. This punishment was commonly used for adultery or disobedience. Survivors were often left with long-term mental trauma and body damage. Those who died inside were buried without ceremony or mourning. Grain grinding torture, known as yingchong, forced women to grind heavy grains for hours under strict time limits. Failure meant more labor or being beaten on the spot. It was designed to exhaust the body and shatter the spirit slowly. Many collapsed mid-task, unable to continue the endless cycle. Beating with staves, or jiangxing, involved the use of thick wooden sticks to strike the back, thighs and even the face. Unlike men, women were beaten publicly to add humiliation. Some were beaten until unconscious, bleeding profusely in front of crowds. This method was commonly used for theft, disrespect, or disobedience. The head was shaved bald, a sign of dishonor and loss of femininity. Then the woman was paraded through the streets, often in chains. Spectators jeered, mocked, and sometimes threw objects at her. This was social death: no marriage, no respect, no second chances. In the Han Dynasty, a girl named Chunyu Tiang made history. Her father was falsely accused. She bravely spoke to the emperor, saying, "If mutilation is done in error, it cannot be reversed. Please show mercy." The emperor was moved and abolished mutilation punishment soon after. So, next time you complain about a traffic fine, remember, ancient China didn't forgive, it punished. And these punishments weren't just about pain, they were about fear, power, and control. For more dark truths from history, subscribe to Histoveins. The past may be buried, but here, it still bleeds.